And I said, well, that's going to be my wife.
I'll do that. Okay, so I was working in the courtroom in Charlotte, North Carolina on my job, and he was doing his internship at the probation office, and he saw me across the room. And take it from there.
As she said, I was working as an intern with probation and parole, and I saw her walk into the courtroom, and I asked the guy who I was working with, I said, who is that? And he said, that's Kim. Don't worry about her. She's been in a long relationship with a guy and she's not seeing anybody. And I said, well, that's going to be my wife. And we kind of laughed. And when she finished her case, she walked outside into the back portion of the courtroom, and I went into the hallway, introduced myself. I tried to get her telephone number, but she took mine instead.
Right.
Unfortunately, she didn't call me. So the next time I saw her in court, I ran out in the back and I confronted her about she didn't call me like she promised.
And the guilt was overwhelming.
Yeah. So with that in mind, she gave me a date and we went to see the lights at McAdenville. And from that point on, December 23rd, 19th? Yeah, December 19th. We've been together ever since.
We talked on the way, and I was a little too comfortable because I had my feet in the seats, and later on, you know, as we started dating, he said, I didn't really like the fact that you put your feet in the car seats, you know, when we were riding. And then another thing is he had used money from his family that they had given him because he was a college student to purchase gas to take me on this date. And so he really didn't have any other money. So I was hungry and I said, do you want to go to McDonald's? And he said, yeah, that'll be nice. So we go through McDonald's drive-through line and I order. He doesn't have the money to pay for it. So then he tells me what the lady says in the drive-through line. He says $3 and something. And I said, oh, okay. I said, well, do you want anything? He was like, no. So I ordered me a double cheeseburger and we just kind of rode and talked. And I was like, he doesn't have any money. Because I was already working.
And I was a college student.
Right.
Busted.
No money. But I saw the potential. I saw it.
My definition of love would be the willingness to accept someone as true as they are, with everything that comes with them, their past experiences, how they grew up, just being able to accept those. And from that point, to start to build on new. But I think love is something that you grow into. It was just something about her that kind of caught my eye, the way she came into the courtroom.
It starts out as a feeling you accept this person, like Major said, for who they are, but it's an action word. To me, I show my love by acts of service. I like to do things, to make the other person happy, or just, show that I care. Love sometimes it's indescribable, but you just know it's there. Yeah. When that right person comes along, you just know this is the one.
I had prayed for a wife, even though I wasn't ready to marry at that time, but my old pastor, Dr. L.C. Riddick, always told us to pray for a wife, and God would send you a wife when you least expect it. And I think that was least expected, in court, trying to get a job. But after all of that, I think biblically it has it correct. Love is patient, love is kind, love is not envious, love is long-suffering. All of those things make up love. And if you fall short in those areas, you will struggle more than the average. Someone loves you when you have their full support. I don't feel like I do anything by myself. I don't think you go into a relationship changing anybody. I think change comes from that person. And if you love that person, you're willing to change some things. It makes me happy to see her happy.
Yeah, and like I said, love being an action word. You just have to know that the person has your back and you have to have their back. Has it always been easy? No, but if somebody asked me, I would marry the same person again. This is who God sent for me, and I just feel like I do it all over again. 30 years later, he gets on my nerves, but I love him to death, and I know that he's the right person for me. I can't imagine my life without him.